Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 7 Episode 18 reaction. So the previous episode, yes, where we had the Gentle and Lady Nagant help us out. Lady Nagant took out Shigaraki's hand so that he couldn't touch the ground and use his decay. And not only that, she shot again because he was going to use the other hand. So taking that opportunity, Deku grabbed him and was able to take him to a safer distance out of that coffin, that prison in the sky, that thing, so that the others don't get hurt. Also, Gentle with his power was able to stop the thing from going down as well. La Brava helped as well, and everything went well in that department at least. While we had All for One trying to rush towards Shigaraki, but Tokyomi, and Hawks, they were able to stop him and stall him. And Tokyomi is very strong now because obviously it's like clouded and everything. It's full of darkness, so his shadow can actually work better. So that's how it kind of ended over there. While we also have the whole Himiko situation as well, where she's wondering about the fact that she can use Uraraka and twice his power, but why can she not use Dabi or Shigaraki? She thought of them as good friends as well. She liked them as well, but it's different. Like the whole thing. So she's having her own troubles. So that's what's going on. So let's see what happens in this episode. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Yep. That means he cannot. She cannot. Hmm. Oh. Yep. Hmm. She likes seeing people happy. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he smacked All for One. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Right. Damn. That is crazy. But is it enough? Probably not. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, he's getting more and more younger. Yeah, like we need to let this continue until he completely disappears because that's what's gonna happen. But he's way stronger now. That's the problem. Oh. Oh no, Gigantomachias. Wow. Right now, at this point, good lord. Wait. What? Wait, he had. What's happening? What the hell? Wait. Oh, he's like, I guess he's hypnotizing him or something. I think. Okay, okay, okay. So it's there are for now at least he's on our side. Damn. All for one's voice. Oh. Hmm. Dog. That's his quirk. I guess that makes sense. Rule. Oh, he can make things. She can make things bigger. Whack him. Oh no. Okay, so yeah, he. Oh God. Right. We're supposed to wipe Shinso to a place. Hmm. Okay. Okay, now he's going to hypnotize him. What the? I pretend to fight and then. Oh, he had the same idea. Oh, this is that thing. What the hell? From episode 1? Are you serious? Oh God. Okay. Oh damn, she's burning her own body with acid. Yeah. Yeah, her own body's getting burnt. Oh yeah, she has a history with Makia, I remember. Oh, because both of them use like flame-based attack? Okay. Yeah. Damn. Oh, you know what? That'll work. Yeah, it's gonna mix well. Because he's slime, he's fluid. Bruh. Oh, it's probably acid. Is it? I'm guessing. Hmm. No, but now, yep, I was gonna say he can control him. Yep, there you go. Well, there you go, that's what you get. Persona. Wow. Right. Wait, the pink. Oh, is that what happens when she gets dehydrated? You know, the pink. I thought her, like, she was like a. She is a heteromorph, isn't she? Yeah, she has horns. Hmm. Yep, she remembered that. Nice. Mm. Yep, and now we are here with Makia. Because, yeah, it is a gamble because that is also all for one. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky. Like, will he even listen to? What the hell? Right. Damn. Damn, he's throwing chunks of land. Yeah, because the original all for one is there. Right. This is not good. Yeah, yeah. Oh no. He. Oh no. Ah, well, that was short lived. Oh. Yeah. I was gonna say, how can he. Hmm. Uh, right. Okay, so it is made time for him to just as a safety measure. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Right. Expensive camera. Well, who's this? Oh, the news reporter. Oh. Oh yeah, she. Right. My mother was just injured. Oh, this lady was there among the. Central swashbuckling channel. Yeah. All the heroes who retired, who left. Yeah. Oh, the girl from the movie. Oh, all these people from the movies. I'm assuming this is like an anime only edition because they're showing like the girls from the movie. Okay, like I doubt that was in the manga because the movies came out later than the manga. I think I don't know. I'm not really sure. Oh, another one. What the hell is that? Yo, that is crazy. Baldur's Light. Oh god. Yeah, and I feel like even after all of this, he'll just be unfazed. Yep. Oh god. Yeah. God damn it. Like I was expecting this, obviously. Like, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Damn. Of the other me. What the hell? Oh, it's light. The dark shadow won't be able to. I can draw more potential out of. Well, there you go. Well, I expected this. Like, what else is going to happen? Oh no. Oh, this. Oh, it's taking skirts. Oh my god. You stock quirks attrition. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're external. If they were affected by rewind, then it would go. Every time I get hurt, rewind works faster. I see. Yeah, Mineta. Tch. Well, I think he's not going to listen to you. God damn, he took his quirk. Oh god. Hmm. Not arrived yet. Well, yeah. Well, I obviously this was going to happen. You think these supporting characters will be able to defeat All for One? Yeah, obviously not. We'll either need Deku or someone equivalent to him, like maybe All Might or something. I don't know. I doubt All Might is going to come back. So it's probably Deku. So yeah. And that was today's episode. Okay, so today we had today we had a few things. First and foremost, Gigantomachia. We were able to control him for a moment, and not control in that sense because as we see, what was his name? I forgot his name. You know, the guy who mind controls him. I always forget his name, but you know, as he said, he cannot really control others' hearts. He can just kind of, kind of control them like from the outside, like through yeah. So he wasn't like changing like Gigantomachia's heart or anything like that, but he just made it so that he was like, as he said, he was like there as a backup, and it was kind of like Gigantomachia himself who had all those questions for All for One, and who himself decided to go, I guess, fight against him or lash out against him, as we can see in the end. That's what happens. So I'm going to go and read that section because I need to understand that a little bit better, because that's what it looked, but that's what it looked like, I guess. Either way, that was what happened, the first big thing. And then obviously the other big thing is All for One just getting more younger and more younger he's getting, the more, I guess, unhinged he's getting. He's getting more and more stronger or whatever. But I guess this is just the process. As he said, this is going to continue unless and until he just disappears, because since his like age is regressing. Like, I don't know how old he is now. Maybe he's like 20 or something. Looking at his like appearance, I'm assuming he's like at his 20 years old age or something currently. So the more he gets younger, more and more, obviously his power is getting more like stronger, but that'll only happen up until one point, and then he'll just get like more younger and younger until he becomes like a baby and then probably disappear. So something like that. And that is why he's saying like, I don't have much time, because he wants to go and like inhabit Shigaraki's body to to avoid that scenario that, oh, he becomes like a baby and then disappears. But if that happens, then it's done. All for One is gone. It's over. We've won, or I guess partially won, unless until we take care of Shigaraki and the others. We haven't completely won, but still we're partially won. Like 50% we've won. So he's trying his best to kind of avoid that. That's why he I love the fact that usually if this was like the normal situation and there was like not a time constraint, All for One would probably stay there and start boasting about himself or whatever, because that's what he loves to do. He acts like a bully and then he boasts about himself and how great he is, like an egotistical narcissist. That is who he is. So it's funny because you can see that he himself was kind of said that, oh, I don't have enough time. Because if he had time, he probably would have stood there and like gave like a 5-minute speech or whatever, just staying there in front of everyone who has like got defeated. He'd probably do that, but he doesn't have that time. If he gave his speech now, he probably would run out of time and just disappear. So he's like, nah, man, I just gotta go to Shigaraki first. So that's what he's trying to do now. But oh my god, like, you know what, I expected this, obviously. Like I said, you think like the supporting characters, the supporting main characters, the side characters would be able to do anything to All for One? Obviously not. They are just, I guess you could say, a plot device to make us understand that, oh, everyone's working together. The whole shonen formula of like, oh, everyone's family, everyone's working together, this is all our collective effort. But it's kind of ironic because at the end, every shonen anime, most shonen anime at least, does this, is that even though it's a collective effort, it's the main character who does the most job by the end of it. And that's what's going to happen here as well. Like, I'm pretty sure like it will be Deku who will probably do something about this situation. And all these things were just nothing. It was just nothing. It's just like, what did we do? Nothing. Literally nothing. We just made All for One, I guess you could say, his age regressed a little bit. He did mention that getting more hurt made him regress the age. Yeah, I guess we did that though. We were able to quicken his age regression, which might help in the future, because he has lesser time now. But still, like, this was expected. Like, obviously, like, whatever they do, All for One will definitely be able to, prevail over that. And yeah, now he's gone. Just, not gone, but he's on his way to Shigaraki, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. And then there's also the whole thing with Himiko as well that's going on. So, yeah, let's wait and see. So currently 3 things are going on, like 3 major things. First is this All for One situation, Shigaraki, and then Himiko. These 3. Is there anything else going on now? No, spinner situation is done with. I think there's nothing will happen over there. Darby, I guess Darby is also a threat still, but I don't think we'll be able to do anything to Darby unless and until we stop Himiko, because that was what was established. We have to stop Himiko first, or something like that. I don't know. Either way, yeah. So that's what's going on. Oh, also another thing happened in today's episode is that Mina was able to get her, I guess you could say, closure with that whole situation where she like got afraid of Gigantomachia, and like Kirishima came and saved her. That whole thing, she was able to get closure on that because she used her power today to stop Gigantomachia, and I guess you could say he also saved Kirishima. So as she said, like I've repaid my favor. But yeah, but that probably bothered her up until now. So yeah, that's another thing that happened. Right. Okay, and yeah, that was today's episode. Also, like I said, I think like there were a few characters we saw today, in the when they were showing a few of the scenes. A few of them were also obviously characters from the movies, aren't they? Now, I'm not really sure the situation with. I've not seen all the movies. I've seen like a few of them. So I think there was also a few of the newer movies where we were a few of the newer characters, but I haven't seen them, so I cannot really say. But I recognized a few of them. For example, that girl, the one with the glasses, the blonde-haired girl who Deku met. What was her name? Melissa something. I've forgotten her name. That girl was there, and a few others were there who I think are from the movie. So seeing them, I'm assuming this probably wasn't part of the manga, and they decided to add this like an anime only scene to kind of show that they're also here, because I guess this is one thing that shonen anime has always done, is that their movies are always non-canon. Like I've seen this in Naruto as well. Like Naruto met so many characters in the different movies, they were never mentioned nothing, because I guess that makes sense, because movies aren't really, like most of them, they're just like they're not really did by the mangaka, they're not done by the mangaka. Like sometimes it's like fillerish stories. um, Very few movies are the ones that are intended to like like adapt canon material. Those are only canon. Most of the others, at least that's what I've seen in shonen animes. Every shonen anime, be it Naruto, Bleach, like all the movies, most of the movies are just, they're just like not canon at all. So I guess that's why My Hero Academia also has a few movies, and those are also, I guess, non-canon kind of, but they kind of did this to maybe show us that, oh, they're not completely non-canon, but they're just, these characters are also here, or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I doubt these were in the manga, because I'm pretty sure a few of the movies that are recently come out, since this is a manga, this was probably done way before. So I think maybe like they added this in the anime as anime only scenes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I haven't seen all the movies, so I think, like a few of the characters I realized they were probably from the movies, but a few of them who I think are from the movies, but I am not 100% sure because I haven't seen those movies. For example, there's those two kids at the end. You see those two kids who are watching? I think they're from the movies. Also, that girl, that girl who was standing in front of a like an information thing post, like a screen. This girl with white dress. So I don't know who she is, but I'm assuming she's also from some movie or something. I haven't seen. The only characters I recognized was that girl, the glasses girl, because I've seen that movie. I also recognize this little boy and this little girl. I think they're also from the movies. So yeah, these are probably from movies. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like the characters at least, right? And that is what happened today. That was, oh, and All for One took Hawks' power away, and I think he was planning on taking Tokoyami's power away, but then Mineta's like throwing his balls towards him, and then he realized like, bro, I don't have this time to do this, so he just left. because like I said, every second wasted here is like, like is bringing All For One closer and closer to his disappearance, because he's going to disappear eventually if this continues. He's getting more and more younger. So he probably doesn't even have the time to go and take Tokoyami's power. Like, it'll take a while to do that. So he doesn't have that time to waste either. So he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to go. Also, another thing they kind of mentioned, which I never thought about, is that the quirks are the quirks that he's getting are actually external, which would mean obviously the regression isn't working on it, because if it was internal or something like that, his age regression would affect that as well. So that's not happening. So yeah, right. So that is why it's external. Those aren't really affected by the age regression. Yeah. All right, and that was today's episode. That was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Nothing much to talk about though in the scene by scene discussions, because today's episode was basically like them trying to stop them, All For One and all the Gigantomachia. Okay, the Gigantomachia situation, I need to kind of go and look at it in a deeper way, because I need to understand a few things there. Other than that, nothing much to talk about today. But I'm just going to see what's kind of go through the episode. First section, we get to see the Himiko situation, where Himiko's kind of breaking down and kind of having like a hard time understanding what's wrong with her, because she cannot use Shigaraki and Dabi's power. Okay, so she says, why can I not become Jin? And then yeah, so Uraraka saw that, that she's like crying literally. Yeah, and that is where the it starts the show. They don't really show anything other than that for the Himiko situation, at least. I'm guessing we'll get to see that maybe next episode. Either way, then we move on to Tokoyami fighting, and everyone's like, oh, give him more darkness, he can manifest his power even better. So everyone's trying to do that, everyone's doing their part, but All For One has regressed even more. He's like become like a teenager or something, so he's trying to get away from there. He's trying to go and meet up with Shigaraki, but Tokoyami and everyone else is like following him, trying to stop him. And then Gigantomachia comes in, and at this point I was like, oh no, we're screwed. And I guess All For One also thought that, oh, finally Gigantomachia is here, he can help me stall for time. But then Gigantomachia comes and throws a chunk of land towards him, and he's like, what the hell? And yeah, so that was a surprise. I was also surprised. I was like, what's going on? But then we get our answer to it. So basically, a few hours ago, a few minutes ago, 15 minutes earlier, in front of the Gigantomachia containment facility, okay, there was a few villains who was trying to break Gigantomachia out of that by using like All For One's like voice frequency or whatever, and they were doing that, trying to wake him up. Yeah, and everyone was trying to, obviously all the heroes there were trying to stop it. We have Mount Lady here, who was taking the help of this other girl, the girl who makes things bigger, because I guess obviously, which makes sense, obviously, like she needs weapons to fight. She cannot use small little weapons, like small, they're like size of the toothpick for her. So she needs someone to make big weapons for her. So this girl is perfect, who can make things bigger. So she does that, and Mount Lady is fighting, trying to stop them. Right, and this is where we see, apparently, wait a minute. Okay, so there was a different plan, for Kirishima and the oh god, I forgot his name. Shishio, that was his name, wasn't it, or something else? The guy who hypnotizes, mind controls. Shinso. Okay, right, Shinso. So their plan was to warp Shinso to a place here and hide him, so that he doesn't get involved in this whole fighting situation, and strike when required. That was the plan which we had for him, and that's why Shinso was still there. However, someone else had a similar plan, which was that sludge monster thing, that sludge villain, who is trying to get to control, trying to kind of overwhelm Shinso. So now I actually didn't recognize the sludge monster at the beginning. I was like, who the hell is this? But then they kind of showed Bakugo scene. I'm like, what the hell? This freaking thing has been out here from since season 1. He's been just there, I guess. Like, which I guess makes sense. He was probably arrested and taken to the prison, and now after the prison break, they're just all out. So he's also out. Right. Okay, so he also had a similar plan. His plan was obviously he's weak. This sludge monster is weak. So his plan was probably to hide, but then he realized that this is a perfect opportunity to curry in some favors with All for One or something. So he's like trying to mess up the plan so that like he's able to accomplish something, and All for One like probably gets, I don't know, like happy with the situation and gives him some power or whatever. I think that's what he was planning. Right, and that's why he was trying to control, not control, but trying to overwhelm Shinso. And without Shinso, obviously Gigantomachia, no one can control him. So Gigantomachia is like going on a rampage. You can see Kirishima here tries to stop the sludge thing, but it doesn't work. However, Gigantomachia, when he was almost able to probably kill Mount Lady, Mina comes in with her acid, and she uses her acid in such a degree her whole hand starts burning. Okay, so yeah, so obviously everyone can realize that if you put out that much acid through your hand, you're going to get burned yourself. Right. So you can see here Mina says, or Mina recalls here, that after that day when she wasn't able to do anything, she asked Bakugo and Todoroki to help with the training, because that makes sense, because Todoroki can use his flames, and using flames obviously means he must also get burned or whatever. So I'm guessing Mina wanted to know tips and tricks how to properly use flame based attack, because her is kind of similar. It's acid, it also burns. Similar with Bakugo, I guess, and I guess it makes sense because Bakugo uses sweat, so it's kind of similar to her acid, I guess. You know, while Todoroki has flames, so it's kind of similar. Okay, so she uses that with the sludge thing, and it works because he's a sludgy monster. He's liquid, or slimy, whatever, and it mixes with the acid. So he's like, what the hell? He tries to run away, but then I guess by the end of it, he collapses. Now they don't really give us an explanation why he collapsed, but I'm assuming it's because of the acid. He tries to run away, but then he collapses immediately. So it's probably the acid worked. Okay, so Shinso is okay now. Right. Okay, so after that, obviously, like one of the biggest reasons why she is so, like determined about this is because of, like, late, Midnight. Uh, because, Midnight, she lost her life in such a bad way. And, the girls were very close to Midnight. So, seeing that, she probably feels as, powerless as she did before. So she's now taken the necessary steps to make sure that doesn't repeat. So Mount Lady probably would have had like faced the same fate as Midnight if Mina wasn't able to stop Gigantomachia at that point. So yeah, she was able to save someone this time. Okay, so this is where Mina tries to kind of use talk no jutsu in front of the villains, but the villains aren't listening. She tries to her best to tell them that you guys and us are the same, but these are like veteran criminals. They won't listen to you. They like people like, I guess, like certain villains, like who are like very new to this type of villainy or whatever, or who is doing like these type of villainous stuff because they themselves are confused. These type of like pep talk might work on them. These villains, however, they're veteran criminals. They ain't listening to anyone. You know. So you can see they're like, bro, we don't care. And tries to use Gigantomachia to attack Mount Lady again, but it doesn't work because this time we have um show oh god, I forgot his name again. Oh god, what was his name? Shishio. No, not Shishio. I made the mistake again. Shinzo. No, wait a minute. Oh, it was Shishio, wasn't it? No, Shinso. Okay, Shinso. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just I'm just having trouble remembering his name. Shinso. Okay, Shinso. Right. So Shinso, we have Shinso this time. That sludge thing is not there anymore, so he can like control his, use his voice to make Gigantomachia stop. Yeah, and he literally says like, "Oh, Makia, stop those that are floating," and Makia just smacks his hand, and like everyone's just gone. Okay, I just need to get him to answer me. I'm not competing with anything on that thing. Yeah, so he's just like, I just wanted him to like stop them, and that's it. I'm not really trying to compete with them or their frequency or whatever. I just wanted like him to listen to me, and that's all. Okay, so right, so there's one thing I don't understand here. What's up with her? Like it seems like her color is fading or something. Like what's up with that? Like I don't know. I thought up until now that her, she was actually pink in color, but then where is that part? You can clearly see that. Yeah, her like it's as if like her color is fading or something. Like what is happening there? She says something about dehydration. Is that what happens when she is dehydrated? Oh, I think it's acid, isn't it? Oh, no, I'm guessing. I'm guessing the acid content in her body is probably what gives her this pink color. Is it? I'm not really sure. So now that she has like used so much of her acid up, maybe that's why the color was like kind of fading or something. Yeah, you know what? That would kind of answer my question, because I guess her, like her quirk is literally acid. So her body has a lot of acid in it, and that acid probably makes her body like pinkish. So now that she's used like most of her acid off, and it's probably going to take a while for the acid to regenerate. That's why like half of her body is like completely like faded away. Like that pink color is just gone or something. Yeah, like I don't know. I up until now I thought like her like like pinkish color and everything was because she's a heteromorph. She has like horns and everything. But I guess the pink color is related to her acid content or something like that, I think. Right. Either way, yeah, there you go. That was that. So we were able to stop Gigantomachia, and now finally at the present we are here. And as they say, this is a gamble because Alpha One is there, and we have someone else trying to control Machia with his with Alpha One's voice. So it's a gamble, right? So here everyone has the question. They're like, is Gigantomachia attacking Alpha One because of Shinso's brainwashing? And Hawk says that's why it's a gamble. Right, and this is why Alpha One realizes that I understand now how Aoyama was able to do this, because of the manipulation, the brainwashing thing. And he's like, oh, this is how I do it. So like you're trying to. Yeah, but here's the thing: if you get hit with the little bit of a trauma, or not trauma, but like a physical trauma, you're going to that manipulation that Shinso does is going to just wear off. So he does that, and Makia gets hit with it. So the thing is gone now. It's not getting control anymore. And this is where Makia's like, I've been looking for you, all for one, my master. And then he starts asking his questions. He's like, why are you like, why did you abandon me? Okay, so Hawk says, is Shinso making him talk? But after he was shot, brainwashing didn't get reapplied. So he's like, yeah, is this Shinso doing this? But no, this shouldn't happen because the brainwashing got dispelled. So what is going on? Okay, so here we get a little bit of a flashback where All for One told Makia that, oh, I must disappear for a while soon. Eventually, my successor will search for you. So, wait for that. And Makia says that I waited. Yeah, and the successor did smell like you and did sound like you. I could tell. It was definitely you. Even though I trusted in you and kept waiting, you left me behind and ran away. Okay, so right, so Shinso says that he's the second person to put up a fight against my brainwashing after Midoriya. But I guess he did get hit by the physical trauma, so that's why it kind of, it's not working anymore. Okay, oh, I guess, okay, Shinso does say here, even while he was brainwashed, he was muttering incoherently about anger, about being betrayed. Why did you leave me behind? Okay, so that is why these things that he's asking is his own question. He's not under Shinso's control or whatever. Okay, that's why Shinso says, that's why I made time for him to seethe with his anger, and I'm here as just a safety measure. Okay, I see. So Shinso's basically saying that I just made, obviously, if he just let him to his own devices, I'm guessing Makia would immediately come to All For One, and All For One would probably say some kind of I don't know, some kind of honeyed sweet words or whatever, and Gigantomachia would start helping him. But that didn't happen because Shinso controlled him. It took time for him to come here, and within that time, Makia was asking himself a lot of questions. Questions like, why did my master leave me? Am I alone? What happened? Why did he lie? These type of questions, which festered more and more. And now it festered into such a degree that because of that time gap, that now he has these questions himself, which he wants to ask All For One. So unless and until All For One answers these questions, he's not going to listen to him. He's going to go and attack him. So I guess that's what happened here. That is why Shinso kind of stalled him for time so that he himself can think about these type of things. If he immediately went to All For One, he probably would be fighting against us currently. But since he didn't, because Shinso was controlling him and he had time to think for himself, he's something like that. So now all these questions he's asking is questions he's asking himself. Also the fact that after this he goes and attacks All For One is also because of his own grudge. It's not really Shinso isn't really controlling him. Okay, so you can see All For One is just cannot respond to this. Okay, Shinso says, I'm often told that this is how villains do things, but my quirk cannot manipulate someone's heart. Yeah, okay, so after that everyone starts attacking All For One collectively, like everyone, Gigantomachia, Mount Lady, with that dude with the wind power, Tokoyami. Everyone's starting to attack All For One, all at the same time. Yeah, so that's basically what happened. Interesting. Now here's another interesting thing I didn't realize up until now. Gigantomachia is actually like his quirk is dog, so I guess that makes sense because he's like a faithful dog. He's like, that's why I don't know why, but I never realized that. Like, I think today's the episode where All For One said that, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Right. Okay, next we get to see the reporters. They're trying to like capture everything, and they're like trying to bring everything in front of everyone. We also see this lady who was in that press conference who asked Endeavor and them the question that, oh, you guys are responsible for this, like all that stuff. And now she's also like, back then that wasn't journalism, that was my personal grudge, so this in itself is also my personal grudge. So even though she has no reason to stay here in the sky filming in such a situation, he's not going to get paid for that, she's not going to get anything for this. She's still doing this because this is her personal matter. Yeah, and this is getting broadcasted to everyone. Different channels are broadcasting it. You can see like different channels on YouTube or whatever. The video streaming platforms. Like there's like a one that Gentle is doing. If you remember, Brava was doing one like hacked that whole thing, and she's doing it through Gentle's channel. There's another channel I saw, so multiple channels are showing this thing, and a lot of people are watching this at the same time. You know, from worldwide, it's a global phenomenon. Um, right now, while all of this is happening, we can see Mount Lady is running out of weapons. So finally, she gets like a weapon from the enemy and tries to attack with that, but she gets hit by All for One, and I think she's fine. I don't think that, like, I think it kind of scraped her side. I think she's not in mortal danger or anything, but she fell down, and then we have All for One attacking Makia as well, almost cut Makia in two, and we see All for One after getting that much of beating, he's like bones and everything is like coming out. Let's imagine everyone beating him collectively. Obviously, that's going to happen. But this is All for One. Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. And he kind of explains how, the more and more younger he's getting, more and more unhinged he's getting. Basically, that's what's happening. And he's like, oh, he's defeated everyone within a matter of seconds. And he takes Hawks' quirk first. So, the little wings come out from his back. And then he was going to take Tokoyami's quirk, but, Minata throws his balls towards him. And Minata's like, oh, take my quirk, don't take his quirk. It'll just make you more cringe. Anyways, All for One here realizes that, what, I don't have time for this nonsense. My time is ticking down. And it probably would take him time to take the other character's quirk. So he's like, nah, I ain't going to take that risk. So he immediately just bounces from here. He's like, I have to go. Time clock is ticking. And, he just leaves. Okay, so this is where something... Okay. So Hawks says, those guys, the backup, it is said that we were sent as non-aggressive defense force to receive the evacuees from UA. Non-aggressive defense force. So... Oh no, wait. Just a minute. Sent as non-aggressive defense force to receive evacuees from UA. Okay, so Hawks says that there's still hope. Now, I'm assuming he's thinking that more backup is coming. Is that what he's thinking? I'm guessing because... Yeah, that's probably what he's thinking. Or, But either way, that is how it ended. So, yeah, let's wait and see, I guess. I expected this to happen. Obviously, All for One would be... but I wasn't expecting Gigantomachia to actually question All for One and be like, oh, why did you leave me? Why did you go away? And actually attacked All for One. That was one thing I wasn't expecting. But everything else I was kind of expecting. I knew this was going to happen. All for One is going to defeat all of them. But the Gigantomachia thing was kind of interesting because, that was unexpected. Either way, let's wait and see how this goes. We still have to deal with Himiko and then Shigaraki. Yeah, I don't know how many episodes left. This is episode 18, so we have 19, 20, 21. I think 21 episodes is like the I think so. Wait a minute. I think 21 we are this season is like 21 episodes. Yeah, so I feel like we have what? How are they going to cover anything? In 19, 20, 21, 3 more episodes left. So in 3 episodes, I don't see anything getting resolved. So are they going to end it in a weird way while they're fighting and then resume this in the next season? Or something? I don't know. And I think we're close to the end, aren't we? I'm pretty sure we're close to the end. Not that close, but quite close. One more season worth of content after this, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. So are they going to do that? Are they just going to stop in the middle of the war and then resume this in another season, which will probably be the final one. Who knows? Maybe we'll see. Yeah, and there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to this episode 18. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of My Hero Academia. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.